Discord is difficult. Discord is very difficult. Okay, so now we've reached an impasse. Okay. Okay, I want you to move. Alright, so we've reached a very unique portion of this game where I'm not quite at the end and I can grind to get a few classes up to snuff. And I think this will be very worthwhile to do. There are two classes that I'm most interested in right now, and that is the Lord and the Warlock. If my strategy guide was actually a useful strategy guide, I could flip over to the class section and I can be like, let me see what level the Lord gets what particular skill. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that. It is super awful. Doesn't even tell you what first aid does, you know? And then the skills in the back, by the way, they're not in alphabetical order. Just wanted to throw that out there. It's not good. So I want to get the Lord class. And then there's also the Warlock, which is conveniently on the same area here. And I don't think I'm necessarily interested in Warlocks because of their magic. Honestly, I don't think I'm really interested in Warlocks for anything. Do they even have better stat gains? What about their base RT? No, they're slower than wizards. What is going on? They get 3 more intelligence. They get less. Their best stat is resistance, and they get 3 less of it than wizards. I actually don't think warlocks and witches are worth using here. It says this class has a relatively high initial defense rating. Initial defense. Okay, but it's a caster. Who cares about its defense? All right. I think we're leaving. I don't think we're going with warlocks. All right, so I think we're gonna want to go with the knight. Or the Lord, I mean. However, I don't think I should change class to a Lord until I get some other stuff from Knight. Like jump, I would like to get jump. What's Lord's jump? Jump is 2-3, so it'd be the same. I would like to get another to get jump. I don't know what I would get rid of though. Ooh, but we would lose phalanx. Oh no, we wouldn't. Wow, that is super strong. You can actually. Oh my gosh. To this day, you don't quite understand how there are people that can keep the same conversation going in Discord for weeks. How? You're asking the wrong person over here. You have the official strategy guide? I do. I in fact do. Had it for years. It's both a really good strategy guide and a really poor strategy guide, believe it or not. Okay. So we do run into an issue with swapping him to the knight, and that's for Lord. And that issue is, where do I go from there? I mean, I think we'll get rid of True Strike for the additional jump. Maybe I don't care about the additional jump. Gives us a 3 jump on high, which is, I actually do care about the jump. So do we grind out the jump, swap him to Lord, grind him out to like level 15 or something like that? A lot. It's rough. It's roughly the same people that use forums, to be honest. I used to use forums a lot. Forums were the stuff back in the day. Let the Lord get to where you need it to be. Do warlocks use swords? Daggers, hammers, and cudgels, and spell books. That's all they use. In other Tactics Ogre games, the warlocks can do some pretty cool melee things. If my warlocks or wizards are in melee, there are some other issues going on that need to be fixed. You know what the purpose of the warlock is then? They do crazy amounts of damage, air quotes, to golems, and they can control golems. Whether control golem means they recruit them or whether they control them, I don't know. Nice on the strategy guide. You got the same one. It's like I said, it's both really good and really poor. You know, it gives some really nice information. But there's one thing that strategy guides do that I really hate, and they try to hide secrets. You know, it's like, oh, you know, if you do this, something will happen. You know, so do it and find out. And it's like, bruh, I bought you so that I can figure out if it's worth doing. You know, if you're just gonna give me this item that gives me 100,000 million bajillion goth, I don't care about that. I beat the game. That's not gonna help me. Ridiculous. Okay. Also, when is Rampart Aura? 25. I would like to get that. That's 2 more levels. Okay, and then counterattack too. Do I really want to grind? Do I really want to grind this out? I need to grind out 1,000 points, and looks like you can already get this. Yeah, 22. Need to grind out 800 more points. Doing some reading on warlocks. The only generic class that can learn spellbooks and draconic magic skills. This class has TP skills that are focused on golems. Apparently they can use trajectory as well. There's no space to put trajectory. My wizards are full as it is. I mean, I still want to make space for movement. I'll probably get rid of like insight for that, but you know, expand mind, MP restoration. I feel like that's pretty important. Magic accuracy, very important. Magic attack, extremely important. Increasing our damage and resistance. Well, increasing our damage to the elements that we're using. Meditate, which is basically the only reason we can do damage, and then our ability to cast spells. There's just no room. If there was room, I would grab Engulf, because Engulf is insane. But yeah, there's just no room for anything. What am I gonna do? You know, channeling would be nice too. There's just no room. Well, looks like anybody can actually learn this skill. This would be really good on wizards. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, strength 3 at 28. That's a little too far away. So there is a, I guess, I could do something like this. Okay, we're still going to get knight levels because Mr. JRPG is going to be a knight. So I can swap to hero, level it up, get the points, and Mr. JRPG will be the one who is going to give us the points we need for all this other stuff. And once I have the levels and stuff, then we'll swap back, buy all the stuff, and then swap back to the Lord because we have 5 marks. And I think maybe we can pull that off. Maybe that'll work. I wish you could purchase things from like classes that you've already been and stuff, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna save in case I change my mind. Man, this is too much thinking for your plant brain. You know, someday you're gonna play this game, Cynesis. Might as well start breaking out the spreadsheets right now. Apparently maximizing defense. Oh, we don't have any low-level weapons anymore. Right. Right. Yeah, we sold all of them. You know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. Let's go do a little bit of grinding. Let's go clear out these, that way I don't have to worry about it later. We'll also accept some random battles. Right this way. Seems like a trap. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Ah, my lord Sir Denham. Is that Lancelot? Lancelot? What? What's this? Lancelot's music box. Screaming noises. It couldn't. Is it really you? There, it's all right. In your chair. Do you know this man? I'm sorry. Wasn't right of me to pry. No worry, but I must ask. Wait, there's something you should see, my lord. The sword he carried. Lombardia. Not gonna try to talk to him anymore, or, you know, any of that. We're just gonna walk in there, steal a sword, and dip. Alright, I was afraid this was gonna be only a denim item, but we're gonna give this to Mr. JRPG for now. Oh wait, it's just not sitting around doing nothing. Oh my gosh, that does a lot of damage. Look at our wizards, they are so decked out. It's amazing. I love it. Oh. Let's save, and we'll make the cut right here. All right, this is our random battle extravaganza, or we'll get no random battles. You're gonna be kind of a liability, so we're gonna make that change. Well, if they really messed him up, why though? There was a scene where he was like chained up and kind of under attack, or not under attack, but like being tortured and stuff. So it looks like the torture has just done a lot to him. Wow, he's level 1 and he's moving that quick. That's pretty crazy. Faster than anybody on this map. No more exposition only items. Yeah, it was a little awkward. Get bodied. Your wizards look ready for anything. They are ready for anything. Not only do they do so much damage, but their meditate gives them like 25 to 35 MP per cast. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Look at you, able to jump up 2 tiles. So proud of you. Those are dragons and orcs, not the fastest. However, they can take hits all day. But he also went faster than my clerics, who have historically been my fastest units. It's just a little crazy. You know what else is crazy? Tanking the bomb, phase 2. You know what's even crazier than that, Dante? Is fighting a boss and dying like 3 minutes in. You know? That's some crazy stuff right there. But you know what's even crazier than that? Getting a battle res and deciding, you know what? I'm not going to take this battle res. Someone's going to need it, and it's going to be more important that they take it than I take it. And because you decline that battle res, suddenly someone dies 2 minutes later, and they are crucial to the fight, and then they rise back up, and you kill the boss. I think that's even crazier. Who thinks to do stuff like that? I certainly don't. Yeah, I just realized that he's quite fast. Quite fast. Oh, I don't know why we're facing that way. Our tanks are already doing that. Don't make fun of your tanks, Dante. They work hard. Oh, you know what? He's probably that fast because he has no equipment on. I bet you that's it. You suck a fool. Alrighty. If I were to be a betting man here, I would not, I repeat, not speed up that person. I think our archers will be more valuable on this excursion. I think our wizards will probably end up doing more damage. As long as, you know, the enemy keeps charging forward like they are. Oh, you just walked through my... What about... Oh, you're doing a bunch of damage. Yep, you have siege. Alright, well. Nice knowing you, Denim. Play was to say no to make sure our tanks didn't go down. Big Play Dante is always playing the big picture. I don't think you're playing the big picture with this tanking the bomb in phase 2, though. I think you're just causing people to take more damage when they shouldn't. By the way, the Sage class in Final Fantasy XIV got announced and looks fun. Yeah, I was talking to some people about that the other day. Seems pretty cool. I don't know anything about it, but it seems pretty cool. Get rid of you. We'll probably have to resurrect Denim. You don't think there were any details announced, but the fact that there is a healer that uses guns is so good. Guns? You just said that there weren't any details announced. That sounds like a detail. Let's see, do I want to do that? I could go with the Willy Wow. What are you going? You guys are going at the same time. You know what? I'm liking the Willy Wow. We haven't cast Willy Wow in quite some time. Lombardia. Okay, 95. These are some chunky monkeys. Is this the magician? I want to save that for someone else. But will it be better than your? But will it be better than your white mage? Only time will tell. Are you a healer in Final Fantasy XIV? I mean, I know you can be anything, but you know, are you focusing on being a healer? You don't strike me as a healer. You seem more like a marauder or a dark knight type of person to me. It was in the announcement trailer, and the character was using like 4 floating laser guns. Alright. Certainly is interesting. What happened to you? Why are you petrified? Was I looking at chat and just... Hold on. Someone... I'm a little confused. We're gonna have to do something about you. You are? You main healers in your MMOs. Well, we're learning some new stuff about Cynesis over here. Alrighty. And you're hoping, I'd say you see you more as a floor tank. You know, there are some times where I miss out on great opportunities, and that would have been a great opportunity. You are correct. I am a little ashamed of myself. Only a little. Okay, we're gonna test something here. We have 141 intelligence. This, I believe, gives intelligence. We now have 141 intelligence. It looks like you are... Yeah, you're a square back. Well, that's kind of cutting it close. I don't know if I've seen this. Right? Excellent. I believe this is a strength, yes. Move you back. There you go, Mr. J. think we'll attack the Hydra with our whatchamacallit dudes. I did kind of forget that Denim is dying. Oh, you are not petrified. You just look petrified. Maybe a bug? I don't know. I don't remember him looking that way. Is it a buff? Oh, maybe you're just a crystal dragon. Maybe that's just what crystal dragons look like. I don't think I've ever seen one of those. If so. $85. Saving up that mana to resurrect Denim. Denim like the jeans. And floor tank is best position. I don't know if I would agree with that. Wouldn't you rather be a tank standing up? Will the real tank in the room please stand up? You do have both a warrior and Dark Knight maxed out. Okay, so I'm a little it seems that you have played those classes and have put a significant amount of time into the development of those classes. Oh, you can cast heal. That's interesting. I guess because Denim is so fast, he's going to die so fast. Wow, the spell slip? Get about it. You can't be a real tank. You play Night Fae Demon Hunter, not even Bastion. You know, you could just play whatever you want. If you play whatever you want, you don't have to worry about min-maxing and all the other stuff. I recently followed a okay, let me start from the beginning. I like what happened here? Why couldn't I kill the crystal dragon? Was it like a summon or something? I am so confused. I watch the Race to World First for World of Warcraft. Oh, Ken is growing discontent? I'm not your slave and never was. And leave? How do I tell why he's mad at me? I know I was talking about something and then alright, yeah. Long story short, I watched the race for World First for World of Warcraft. It's a lot of fun to watch. I enjoy it a lot. There was a particular caster on the Complexity stream named Teddles, and I recently started following him and watching his streams. And he was talking about how certain covenants are more or less I guess I'll just use the word intentionally feeding, even though that's not really what I want to use. And I thought that concept was quite strange. But then again, I am of the belief that if you are I'm of the belief that the covenant system should be all like mobility or cosmetic stuff, you know, stuff that does damage and stuff like that. You know, you're getting yourself into problems with that. I need a mark.